guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sharina Jones once more. For all those who have subscribed, like, if you have shared, those who have commented, those who have been supporting overall, I thank you guys for your continuous support. And as you know, this channel is all about life and relationships. So I have jotted down a few things that I want to speak on in relationships or about relationships for today. Alright, I hope that you will like it. Okay guys, so basically I have some things jotted down to speak on, as I mentioned. So I am gonna speak about, it's kind of spicy. Yes, so let me see. 5 ways or 5 signs not to sleep with a guy you just met or just talking to, all right, to avoid getting used or emotionally abused, etc. Okay, number 1, he always ask you to go out of your way to please him, yet he doesn't match the same energy. Hey yo, I remember a couple years ago, based upon my experience, I was talking to this guy, and I'm a person like this. When I'm interested in somebody, I go put in, I'm gonna say me all, but once I'm interested, you're gonna know that I'm interested, all right, and I'm gonna show it. And the more I get to know a person, because I am very picky when it comes to relationships rather. So basically we were talking for months, and I realized that he doesn't have the time for me. He always wants me to, as this mentioned, he always wants me to go out of my way to please him, and it doesn't match the same energy. So I was kind of picking up on it because I'm very observative. Nothing will pass me, right? I pay attention very well. So yes, guys will ask you to go to your way just to please them when they not see you as no value. That's why females have to place value on themselves. Raise certain standards for your own self. Don't make a man raise standards or set standards for you, because they are gonna be the one to try to grade you. So either they grade you up or they degrade you, meaning you feel less than yourself. Or sometimes you stoop to one's level just to please them. It's not right. All right, never. All right, so if you're interested in a person, a guy, if he doesn't, no matter how you feel him, if he doesn't show you the same interest, if he doesn't match your energy, as I keep on saying, I can't exaggerate on that word anymore, and he has to be up to the same level as you are, or else he's just not interested. He go always busy, you always go find the time, you go always put out your best, you always go find the time, prioritize, and then he's gonna always make you a choice, and then he's gonna always decide whether he wants to call you or not, etc. Come on now, his energy has to match yours. Sometimes they pretend, because I know a story of a man pretends to love this woman, engaged to her, and a married man, you know, engaged, no, I'm lying, he was engaged to someone else overseas, come down here, but through the female now go have sex with him unless, you know, and he decided, okay, I'm gonna propose to her. I think it was my supervisor told me this story. He decided to propose to her, rent her one shop to start a business, and once him get it, he take the ring from her and tell her, say, he go put Philly or do upgrade it, something like that, like do some work on it, and him take the ring, go back off, and the place he rent for her, he lock that down, cancel everything, and gone back, and 2 tools she find out say he got married to someone else. I mean, some men, we pretend, and we pretend well to match your energy. It's just you feel realize, because they be pretend like they love you, but you will know that person really is for you, because the respect, a lot of persons look for love in a relationship. My main thing is, or the main thing you should look for, the main things you should look for is the respect, that the man respects you, cares about you, and he values. If he doesn't value you, no matter what, he's not going to change for you, he's not going to prioritize you, he's just nada, right? I hope I expound on that enough. And number 2, he's not there when you emotionally or mentally need him. Like me love chat, especially like me in a relationship, anything but me talk about, you know, so you have to be mentally stable and emotionally available, because I want to talk. So basically, in a relationship, the guy has to be there for you emotionally. Let's say you have a rough day at work, and some situations, some persons are so sensitive that in some situations it affects you. So some persons are so emotionally unstable as female, can't really deal with certain situations. They are so sensitive. I am sensitive, but I'm an overcomer. I know how to manage situations, but I just love to talk about it. I'm not gonna cry. Can't cry about spilled milk, but you just have to learn to be smart. So a lot of females will come home from work, babe, this and that, and my type of work that I do, sometimes it gets to me, but it don't traumatize me. So I don't believe mine would be a best example. Let's say a worker and the boss is there at work and she messed up, and the boss called her so badly. When she came home, she just want to talk to her spouse about it. You know, emotionally available, you know, mentally, did they, you know, have no time, you know, want to listen. Sometimes the female not even want him to talk. Just listen and hold her, make her feel comfortable. You know, emotionally available, you know, mentally set. Me no want no man when not mentally available for relationship, because he can't go manage no, you know, go strong enough to manage what is coming, because females love to talk, love to communicate, and that's how we feel safe, that's how we feel good. The communication builds the relationship as well, because then she will feel safe with the man. When he listens, when he comforts her, she will feel more safe, she will feel more secure, knowing that emotionally, I mean, knowing that there's someone who she can confide in, and that person can, you know, make she feel great. And if she had a rough day, then that person can just put himself in her shoes and say, babes, me understand, come me hold you. You want some tea, come rub your foot. Baby want a massage or something. Yes, I look up, I have a high esteem, a high standard. Alright, number 3, he's disrespectful. Mighty Jesus. Hey, that same thing me said earlier. Number 1, if he doesn't respect you, he's not going to value you. If he doesn't value you, he's not going to care about you. If he doesn't care about you, he's not going to change for you. He's not going to prioritize you. He has to respect you, which means he will never do certain things to hurt you. He will never try to bring you down to another level where you don't want to be, because let's say you and him just met. If he respects you, he respects the nose, and he will respect your standards, your boundaries enough. That means it will work, because some guys are not patient. No patience at all. As they meet one girl, they just want to run up in her panty, and then it doesn't work. That turns a woman off. That turned me off completely. I don't know about y'all, but it turns me off. Don't just know me and just want to, not even one day good, I just want to run up in my clothes. I mean, some persons, you know, let's be smart in this world, in reality. I mean, persons can meet and they kick it off, like say they just date for 2 weeks and then kick it off the next 2 weeks, and by 2 months down the line married. I mean, yes, it does happen. True love does exist. True love at first sight does exist, right? Maybe in the end it doesn't work out. Maybe in the end it does work out. But some guys just don't respect a female boundaries and standards that they set, and they decide, so just use her and just gone, not respect her, not care about how she feel, and all these things. You have to be with a man who respect you in all area of your life. Even as your job you do, some men tell a woman to like quit a job and sit down because they want her to cook, wash, clean, because when they come home dinner not ready because she working. Clothes are clean because she working. I mean, a female must know how to balance out her life. Cause me, I do night job. I work at night, and I'm telling you, sometimes it's hard because me sleep mostly during the day. So basically, it's hard. So it's very hard because sometimes when I come home, like in the mornings, I reach home like to 5 or like just after 4, and I'm up for a little while because I can't just come home and sleep, so I have to be up for a little while, and then by 7, after 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning, I am sleeping. So sometimes it's very hard for me to get up and do what I have to do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I'm drained, I'm tired. But a woman should know how to prioritize her man just the same. But I'm just talking about how you know, because these are like the first steps of dating, rather, because you're not really gone in depth yet to start watching. Anyways, ladies, what I'm saying, you have to respect yourself, love yourself, carry yourself to a certain level, to a certain standard, which means when the man come in, treat you the same way. Simple. Males, I'm not only speaking about or speaking on behalf of females, males as well. Alright? Males, you have to know when a female is for you and with you, right? And number 4, he is very difficult to get in contact with, always too busy for you. He's just leading you on. Hey, blah blah blah. So this is one of the main one that I hate. A man when not interested in you, you think come and pretend, as I explained earlier, for the example, the man when I want the woman and he just put a ring on her finger, rent her somewhere, lead her on as soon as he get the liquor or something there, as soon as he get the kitty, gone back home, belly take the ring, reverse the contract with him for the place I rent for the lady, and then go marry the woman overseas. So he was just leading her on to get what he wanted. Hey, I hate when men lead women on just when men think we always use women until they're not feeling. Women are delicate like a flower blooming. You touch it, it's shriveled, so it quivers. It's very, very fragile, very sensitive. So when men mess with our hearts or emotions, it messes with us, but it traumatizes us as well. But we got to be strong and know better not to allow ourselves to shrink to a certain level to please a man. I mean, if you know you're gonna get hurt, I mean, why send you call a man phone, you don't get him. You text him, you don't get him. He doesn't make the time up for you. I mean, you work. Let's say a woman have 2 jobs, right? And a single mom, for example, and just getting to know this guy, and she works like 15, let's put it at 20 hours a day. Oh, that's impossible. 2, 8, 16. You know, impossible, you know? Though impossible, but put it at 16 hours a day. Because security work, hey, 24 hours or anyways. So let's say she works 16 hours a day and she still makes the time out, even do break, lunch. Everybody get lunch at work, break, right? Even the big executives themselves are going to take break and go to some fancy restaurants, etc. So why is it a mere worker, you're just dating, you have 2 jobs, for example, you can find time for the man, but when you call him, you're not available. When you text him, you're not available. Nothing. That means he has someone else, or he's just leading you on. Some men as well, some men single, you know, and because they have been hurt before, they say, yo, just with test her, but go see if she real, lead you on, and so then go test you. Not sure, no interest, but just lead you on because they've been hurt before, so they might test you. So I tell that don't make no sense, because by in the end you the poor and them just don't receive, then just skippy, jump, skip. And then by the end of the day, then decide to nobody want you when you don't put in your emotions and all these things, time, effort. and him just look at it as, so she was calling, or she's calling. Oh, what she want to know? She's calling. Them could smirk on them face, say yes, she interested, but then he's not. Sometimes they just leave you on because they just want sex, and that's it. They carry you out to some cheap place, and then you feel nice in yourself, especially if you don't have knowledge. I don't know your own value, as I mentioned earlier, and if you don't respect yourself, then carry go anyway. Say a date, some little cheap place, or some little low, some minimum, if you call it a bar, club. That's not date, and no, that's not one-on-one getting to know you. You're not interested. If once you go there on public people on the date, public, no private for you and them getting to know you or show the interest. I mean like back a place to have sex with you. I mean like somewhere nice, intimate, right? You're not interested now, you just carry go a place like that, lead you on, and say yes, we go anybody have dates and have dinner and this and go party, and that's not dates. When a man really loves a woman, he try to make time for her. He tries to get her alone, not sexually, not the sexual way, but alone, just to get to know the person. Because sometimes they can't take distraction. Sometimes they run place with other people, know them, then come on and talk, and they put your date and then just not realize that if you move up themselves, after they say hi, and just say bye same time. If you enjoy your date with the person, instead they stick around. So some males prefer privacy. You know, they want to get to know you, question you about yourself, your goals, all these things, and then if you guys have that in common, then that will raise his brow and say, yes man, this is my girl, and then he will continue and say, yes, you know what, continue to link her up, continue to message her. A man, in order for a man to actually follow up calls, follow up texts, is if he really gets to know you. If he wants to get to know you, he'll make the time to get to know you, and when he does, if he see that you have both have the things in common, can stand on common grounds, and he can see himself with you in the next 5 years and say, okay, me go and work with you, but me see how we go, and he put in the interest. He not put in 2 foot in, but he will try to show the interest. If a man not interested, not put 1 foot that he half fight in, he not gonna make the time to carry you out just to know you. He will just want come on my yard every day like him sick. Like him sick every day when he come on my yard, and then because he wants sex. That's all he's interested in. He see how he just wants your underwear look, and he wants your skin look. He wants what you feel like. He wants to test you, and that's just it. Why can't he bring you out? Why can't you guys get to know each other? Why isn't he showing the interest like he wants to build an empire with you? Why is he not showing the interest as if he wants you to be a part of his life? When a man is not interested in you, he doesn't speak about we are us. He speaks about you and our I. When a man is interested in you, he speaks about us. For instance, if you're getting to know each other, and then he's gonna say, before me know you may want to start one little business, but you know, so we can do it together. Meaning he's seen something there, he's seen you more than qualified to say yes, we can do this together, and then it can grow. If a man not interested in it, so lead you on, you just go knock you up and gone. Even if you get you pregnant, you don't care. That's the reason why there are so many baby mothers, singles out there, because the man just knock her up and she gone. No want her, just lead her on, and then just toss her aside. You see how long we expound on this topic, but I'm telling you, it's not nice. So don't degrade yourself for anyone. Do not. The relationship is all about when you're getting to know a person. Let me tell you, everybody have their own backgrounds, everybody have their own issues, their own baggages, with a family problem from each side or from one side, or the person have some issues. You know, it's all about compromising, adjusting, reasoning. If you love the person, nothing else don't matter. Okay? But don't let no one just lead you and get to know the person. See if you guys have common grounds. See what you have yes, in common. And sit down and think, can I spend the rest of my life with him? Is it the person I see myself with in the next 2, 5, 3 years, etc.? Question yourself. If so, if you can put up with him flaws, etc., etc., he will be the most beautiful person in the world, or she will be the most beautiful person in the world to you, because even though the flaw is there, because you love and respect the person, because they give you something to love and respect, then it will work. If it's something that you can compromise, then you can, and if it's something that you can adjust to, then you can, right? But do not throw away your happiness for a man who's just leading you on and don't want nothing to do with you. He just wants the kitty. Okay? Expound on that enough already. And I believe the last one is you can't count on him for no support. Nothing, he doesn't support you. Hey, what which woman go want a man who no support her? Tell me now. You have some wicked man if it's true, you know. Just want to use man. It's not only males doing it, but I'm just speaking about the females right now. Right? Please, females, we have to do better with our choices. In my past, I didn't, because me trust people and me easy to trust, but and then I don't put in my all. I'm not that type of person. I don't put in my all, but because I love to watch / observe. I love to just love pre things. Yeah, pre things before me just say no jump in it. I observe a lot. If I see something that's turned me off in the beginning or whatever, but in the moment as it goes, you have to do this. Try to balance it. Does the good outdo the bad? Does the bad outdo the good? As I mentioned earlier, if it's something you can adjust to or compromise with, then you can do that. Alright? Love conquers all. So, you have to be with a man who can support you emotionally, mentally, physically, emotionally, physically, psychologically. You have to be with a man who is very supportive in all era. As I mentioned earlier as an example, some females working hard just to make ends meet. You just meet the woman because you go decide say, oh, when you come home you can't get dinner, clothes no wash, this and that not do. So she will quit her job this long a yard for you while you out there mess on with Mary or Chelsea. You tell her to quit her work and tell her cook, wash, clean and everything, and she not get the support from you at home either, because you don't support her with her work. You just tell her to leave it. Then when she come home, come sit down, you take advantage of her because you're breadwinner now, and she don't have it because she's not working because of you, and you don't pay her no mind, but she just cook, wash, clean everything. So you not support her. You wasn't supporting her when she was working with her job she liked or loved. And then now she's at home doing whatever, you're still not supporting her, appreciating her. You're messing around with Mary, Chelsea, Shana K, Bridget, whosoever. Sometimes women are, as I mentioned earlier, women are sensitive. So, basically females, we have to, as I mentioned earlier, value ourselves. The man has to support you, because some females like, I say women are very fragile. Women are very fragile, and sometimes come home, just want a man to rub your feet. Baby, you have a long day. Come get a couple of foot by my bed and some warm water. Massage your foot, baby. Yes, baby. Baby, me say your phone now work, and me say you use your phone in business. Buy your phone, babe. Baby, me realize when I come home, I sleep and tired. I ain't already eat food. Babes, me go buy some vitamins, some supplements to help build up your body and your system. Babes, me realize your head hurt you and you don't look too good for the day. Come, baby, we need to just take a vacation and just free your mind, if it's possible, because she can't take vacation from work here. But if you available, because you know some business place, no one they go there work because we go do where they want when they want to go. Sometimes you have to tell like say I sick and carry sick leave, God forbid. That shouldn't happen, but some people have to do it to get away. A man with, you need a man who can support you, no? Wherein which somebody out there disclaiming or whatever. Is that the right word? Messing with a woman. Right? And then you just stop there, look. You don't care for your man, you can't fuss you and say anything for your man. No, you need a man who stand up, you know, you have it physically, but you can pick up. So look here, I love my lady. She make me happy. Best man in the world. Just pick up for you, support you. Even if you're wrong, that's so. In a school or publicly, in come when you reach home and say, babes, I know you're wrong. Support you emotionally, physically, mentally, psychologically. You have to be the man who can support you in all era. Don't dare the man who bring you down, but him build you up. Be with a man. Be with a man. If you say, babes, I want to start up a business, you know. No. Be with a man who will say, yes, babe, much money we start the business. Or we try to get him in a having no babes. Or a man who will support you. If a head not so healthy, health-wise, he said, baby, let's go to the doctor. A man who will be your shoulder to rest your head. A man arms where can be your comfort zone, your pillow. Come on now. I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I remember I loved and he never loved me. He was only pulling me along. Even when I knew, but I was just praying that it would work. Because he was very, you know, he had a little standard there. But I'm happy right now because I am engaged to the right one. So he wasn't the right one. So I'm happy more than ever. You gotta know how to do it. You get what I'm saying? So thank you guys for supporting. I hope that you enjoy this segment with me. I want to try to do more of this. If you do like it, comment, share, like, subscribe, spout my comment section about what you would like me to expound on. And if I don't see anyone telling me what I'm gonna do next is to tell you 5 ways to make him addicted to you. Warning, ding 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 ding, it really works. So if you're not ready for this, don't come on here, because there are 5 ways to make him addicted to you, and it really works. Okay? Alrighty. Thank you so much for supporting. Alrighty, so have yourself a great day or night or whatever, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. My daughter, she's so oh, you put enough. Anyways guys, love you all, bless y'all.